What up, world? Welcome to another episode of the Blood Talk Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Wright, coming to you on this beautiful, chilly, and cold morning in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Wherever you may be watching or listening, I thank you as always. Like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel. Guys, a lot of things to really jump into and really unpack on this beautiful morning. I got some things, really, some episodes coming that I got for you guys. You'll be seeing later today. Also got some things coming off my Patreon and Substack people, so definitely stay plugged in for that later on this morning and afternoon. But really, this live stream this morning is very, very cold and frigid morning. While I was taking my morning walk, I definitely wanted to discuss and digress and really, dive into a lot of this Epstein related news and information that's been coming out. Now, a lot of you are probably gonna be thinking like, well, wait a minute, this is a sports show. Why the fuck are you sitting there talking about Jeffrey Epstein? Well, I think now with all the information that's come out with the 3 million or so emails that have been released from the Department of Justice and thanks to Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna, I think now it's very obvious that the Epstein ties are much, much further. They go way deeper than just banking and regular business. I mean, you're talking about oil executives, philanthropy, scientists, educators, and now we know for a fact also the NFL. It has been well documented. It was shown that Jeffrey Epstein has had a lot of great ties to a lot of prominent financial businessmen in the NFL. A lot of guys, preferably from the names of Steve Tisch and also loosely Woody Johnson. Um, it's become a crazy situation where now we have to evaluate the whole fucking system. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm one of those people that have believed for a long time that corruption runs wide, vast, and deep. And ultimately, when you have a class of people, a billionaire class of people that are just elevated to a benign status where no matter what they do or what they say, nothing is going to be held against them. There's really no accountability. There's really nothing that's really going to have them being held to the standard that we are held to. It's quite disgusting. And then reading, obviously, and I'll have it linked in the description box for this live feed and for this video for further upload, future upload. I'll have the description of the athletic article from Andrew Ardrachev. I want to say his name correctly. If I butchered it, brother, I apologize. But he wrote a great article that was released this morning talking about Steve Tisch's ties with Jeffrey Epstein. When you read that article, you will come away convinced that there is a lot of change that needs to happen for things to really get adjusted and be better going forward. Um, it's very disturbing when you sit here and you see the fact that this guy is exchanging emails with a known pedophile at this time, trying to get him to get girls, coerce girls for him. You got, and the story was just crazy. I mean, you got girls running out on dates to Steve Tisch, texting Epstein, basically telling him the guy's weird. Then you got Epstein texting girls back, basically saying, your life's not going to be shit because you didn't stay with Steve Tisch and give him the time of day. I mean, just preposterous, ludicrous, creepo shit. Um, I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised. It wouldn't have mattered whose team it was. I mean, hell, you got, and I'll get on the Woody Johnson part a bit later, but Steve Tisch and a lot of these guys, they've always have lived in a status or a level above us. And I think a lot of times people seem to tend to think when they're watching, football or they're watching something that they can relate to, they tend to think that, hey, that guy's just like me, or that guy's just like the average guy. And I think people need to really understand these people are fucking billionaires, Satanists, psychopaths, and sociopaths. They do not give a rat's fuck about you or me, especially our children. It's all lip service. Every day, every day we get a new release, a new batch of files of somebody being implicated in this fucking travesty. Children being eaten. I mean, my God, some of the most darkest shit you could possibly read. And I mean, you got people, affiliated with this guy, and all they have in response is, I'm sorry, this guy was a deplorable, he was a terrible person. I should have never been around him. Well, it says a lot about your fucking character and you as a person where you're around a person who is a convicted child predator, level 3 offender, which means where he is, he's highly likely to reoffend again. And you guys are around him shooting the shit. You have no morale. You have no character. And this speaks volumes to a lot of the billionaire elite in this country and a lot of billionaire elite in this world. So I'm not really shocked by a lot of this. I think Steve Tisch is going to have a lot of questions that he's going to have to answer. It's getting real weird out here now because you got politicians in Europe being held to a better standard than we have over here, and we're supposed to be the free country and the free nation. Football wise, business wise, I think, and I mean this could be an overreaction, but I think really honestly, Steve Tisch might need to step down. I mean, really, really might need to step down because when you're affiliated to shit like that, when people see you attached to shit like that, that's not really beneficial for that business. That's not really beneficial for the people involved because I'm not on here to sit here and say like, oh, all the people in the Giants organization is, involved or they knew. But to have Steve Tisch, who was one of the most prominent individuals attached to one of the most historic franchises in the NFL, affiliated with shit like this, I mean, come on, y'all. We got to really hold these motherfuckers to accountability. And let's be honest, none of these motherfuckers, I mean, absolutely none of them give a fuck about us. Absolutely none. I think it's very interesting too when you dive into it and you really look into the facts that when you see the money that's been spread around too, and how Epstein was involved with the crypto and he was involved with the NFL and he's involved with, I mean, even with the grifting on, the industrial right, where, I mean, you have bullshit ass theories and bullshit ass, arguments being made that there's a populist right. We now know that shit was all created by Epstein. All of this shit is fake. All of this shit is fake. And it's disturbing to me that Tish and a lot of these other people, they try to get out in front of this by saying, we didn't know his character. Are you trying to fucking tell me, you motherfuckers who have access to everything and anything, worth millions upon millions upon millions of fucking dollars, are you really trying to tell me that there's no way in hell for you to have an idea of how this guy operates or moves? That you don't really understand what he's doing? They know. They all know. And they play the game in your face because they think you're stupid and they don't value you. But I tell you what they always do value, your fucking money and your fucking time. And we really need to start holding these sons of bitches accountable. I'm a father of three. I'm an uncle. I'm a brother. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like a lot of us out there really need to take exception to this shit because they think that they can kill us and do away with us and do whatever the fuck they want. I'm going to have the article in the description link in the box of this video. I really want you to see how he talks to this woman, how he treats this woman. And by the way, and no, at 46MD, no, I don't vote. I don't participate in elections. I stopped participating in elections in 2012. To be quite honest with you, anybody that participates in an election is a fucking fool. I'm actually a supporter of agorism. With that being said, take that, with a grain of salt, learn about that, Google that, learn what agorism is, so. Anyway, point being, the whole fucking thing is a shit show. The whole thing is just going to collapse. I'm of the mindset right now, obviously, that there's not going to be any justice for these victims. They're going to give us a bunch of lip service and tell us like, hey, you know what? We feel so bad, and if we find anything, we're going to do an investigation. There's not going to be an investigation done, guys. They're going to play in our face consistently. And they're going to tell us that, if they find anything, they're going to really, really hold guys to accountability. And honest to God truth, the only way it's really going to truly collapse is if we all participate. And what I mean by that is by participating with one another and not participating in this system. This system is a fucking trap. I mean, it's demonic. It's satanic. I mean, guys, we're talking about these billionaires are holding blood rituals, sacrifices, eating the intestines of infants. And people are sitting here every day talking about, well, how did you like Bad Bunny's halftime show? No disrespect to Bad Bunny, dope artist, didn't know what the fuck he was saying during the halftime show. Loved it, but guess what? It has no fucking bearing on my life. Has none. It's not really doing anything to fix, change, adjust, or stop any of this horrible, horrific shit that's going on. And what's even crazier is when you sit there and you try to educate people on what's really going on in the world, how this shit works, how it's a uniparty. Because I don't give a fuck what you say. Whether you Democrat, whether you're Republican, whether you're independent, it's all a uniparty. They play in our faces, guys. It's all a fucking joke. It's red versus blue, WWE shit. You know, this guy's the heel, this guy's the baby face. We don't, let's be honest, no matter who wins, we lose. No matter who wins, we lose. So at this point right now, we got to really stand up and really figure out and realize, are we going to hold these motherfuckers to accountability? Because honest to God truth, I love the NFL. I've been a huge NFL fan my whole life. Obviously, anybody that follows me who's watching this right now, again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I honestly can tell you, you know, this is bothering me. You know, I mean, I'm not a Jets or a Giants fan, but this concerns me that people run a league that is watched by children, and they're being facilitated and given advice and friendly with a motherfucker who preys on children. But that's not going to be seen as weird. And of course, I gotta touch on Woody Johnson. Ha! Woody fucking Johnson. Go figure that Woody Johnson would be in the Epstein files. Incompetent owner, clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Clearly seems like he's not the worst motherfucker in the world, but clearly, a rich asshole. No shock that he was in the Epstein files. You dig further and realize that there was correspondence email-wise from the late 90s going into the 2000s. Woody Johnson got questions to answer too, y'all. I mean, I don't think y'all have really hit y'all yet. No one's safe. No one's safe. Nobody, if you have heroes, you have people that you hold to a high esteem, you might want to reevaluate how high a regard you hold them. Outside of the people in your community, outside of the people you know, there are no heroes. So those days of my hero being my favorite team's quarterback or running back, that's just done. That's just done. You got the owners of these teams chilling with pedophiles and then selling the bill of goods to you to your face that everything's fine. There's no fucking issues. Shut up and watch. Y'all see, listen, I don't know if many of y'all have seen, but y'all ever get a chance, check out that movie, They Live from John Carpenter. Dope fucking movie. I would come away now saying that movie was more of like a documentary. I mean, looking at things now, it's coming off more of like a documentary than, you know, just a movie from 1988. By all means, check it out. You will definitely see that is exactly what's going on right now in America. Do I like the new socialist mayor of New York? I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know what the fuck he's actually going to do. I mean, hell, his mom's got ties to Epstein. Oh, again, bro. Again, like I'm saying, nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. All these people are all affiliated with the same shit. It doesn't matter. Labels are a thing of the past. Whether you're socialist, and as I stated previously on this live stream earlier, well, it doesn't matter if you're socialist, Republican, Democrat, independent, it's all a part of the same fucking game. And until we stop participating in this shit, whether it's the voting, whether it's the participating and allow this fucking Gestapo ICE fucking arrest, or whether it's we stop participating in this system that is literally trying to destroy and kill us, and then also take and eat our children. Until we realize that we have to stop participating in some shit like that and stop worrying about being entertained, none of this shit will stop. None of this will stop. It's very disheartening to see people. I mean, I've talked to people about it. Oh, well, they're billionaires, they all friends. So you justify it? Justify creeps and pedophiles hanging together just because they're rich, and rich people do shit like that. We have to stop allowing shit like this. We have to stop sitting here and placing these safeguards and measures in place for people who don't fucking deserve it, guys. They don't. I don't know if you notice or not. We live in America, right? Newsflash: you become a billionaire, you had to get it two ways. You had to either create something and get some people to invest with you. I'll say three ways, legitimately. Create something, get some people to invest with you, and it blows. Inheritance, or you fucking are a shark and a murderer and you took it from someone. So at the end of the day, the reality of this shit is this. Whether you believe this shit works, whether you have faith in it, I don't know. I don't know. I say this much though. I definitely believe that there should be laws in place to safeguard against things. However, I also know that the law only works on one side. I don't see immigration happening for motherfuckers who hire illegals, who are wealthy. Their people get to stay. But my mans who lives up the street from me, his grandmother, his uncle, his family, yeah, they gotta go the fuck back. I don't know if you've seen that talking about enforced immigration laws is bad. Yeah, it is bad, especially when you send out a man who served in this country. Check out the article about the brother in Georgia that got shipped to Jamaica for serving in this country. Again, making this conversation about politics. We got to get our brains out the fucking gutter. Politics are not going to solve the problem. We're not going to vote our way out of pedophilia. We're not going to vote our way away from a billionaire class that is fucking disturbing and disgusting. So until you guys really realize this, we are all participating in this game. And until we stop participating, the shit won't stop. It won't stop. So, be that as it may, I implore you, definitely check out this article. It's crazy out here, y'all. Like I said, billionaire class attached to, people who have less than, let's just say, credible backgrounds. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy. And bro, I don't care about you living in Jamaica. Like I said, when you deport a man who lives in this country legally and serve for this country, you have no argument. So I tell you, do me a favor. You go sign up for ICE and good luck. And do me a favor. Don't shoot anybody that's actually like, an honest working citizen. Actually go find the illegals like they said they would. Again, 46 MD. You got to get your brain out the gutter, bro. You got to get your brain out the gutter. You can't vote yourself out of this. You can't vote yourself out of this, bro. So again, appreciate y'all for the live feed. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Again, don't forget to check out Malware Bytes if you're looking for good security for your laptop or PCs or home computers. I definitely use it. They definitely have a special right now going on, so I implore you to check that out. Also, PlayStation Direct. I know you guys are looking to upgrade your PlayStation systems or your equipment. I definitely implore you to check that out. That'll be in the description box of this video. And also, too, if you guys right now, really, if you got anything going on really right now where you got some free time, make sure you're dedicating it to really spending time with your kids, spending time with your family, building that network and that structure to where things like this can't happen to your family. Just reading some of the files and reading some of those stories, horrific stories. Um, yeah, it's crazy world out here. And just love yours that's close to you. Take care of your family and make sure that you're alert to what's going on out here. And don't be a fool and think that participating in all these elections is going to get you out of this. I really want y'all, whoever watching this, to really think about it. Really think about it, y'all. But nonetheless, I got to get going. Got work to get to. Got to get some things situated. So I holla. Love y'all. Take care.